Hello there guys, and of course, welcome yourselves back in for yet another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron. Good to have you watching on a controversial and hyped pre-workout. Called, as you've seen it in the thumbnail, you've seen it in the title, you know why you're here watching this review. It's called LICKED PREWORKOUT, and it's by the Gym Reaper, and his company name, Get Reaper. Now, we need to call a spade here. I mentioned the word controversial. That's because it is, and I'm not even talking about the formulation, the gym results of using the product. I'm talking around customer service here. Now, I need to be honest with you guys, very, very disappointing as an overall experience, unfortunately. Now, personally, I went into this one wholeheartedly as a consumer. I purchased this pre-workout as an anonymous being on the official Get Reaper website. So I paid full price, and I went a step further. I paid for 48-hour express shipping. Unfortunately, that did not come true, as for many other people. Now, another bad thing, in my honest opinion, is I know wholeheartedly a lot of people have left those negative type comments over on the Get Reaper pages, only for them to be almost immediately deleted. Unfortunately, over on their page, things are like paradise. There's no problems. But this pre-workout eventually turned up 18 days after order. Now, truth be told, unacceptable in 2025. Now, Get Reaper himself, sorry, I've forgotten his name. He actually, when we called this out on our Instagram page, he actually responded with this. Now, my mind goes two ways with this. One, and the first one it went to, damage control response. It almost looks so well formulated that ChatGPT could have put it together. It's going down the safety route. And I do also think, however, there is some genuine tone behind it. I don't think Gym Reaper himself thought, let's launch a company and not deliver these products to people. I don't think that at all. I do think there's some problems there logistical wise. I've heard that the manufacturer's messed up. I've heard that the logistics side, I don't really know the truth of it. However, I must also clarify, as a consumer, I really don't care. I want the product on the doormat. I want to be using it in the gym. In this day and age, for most people, they just want the product in hand. Now, that problem, to my knowledge, as I received a DM about it only yesterday, is still unfortunately ongoing. Now it's up to you to decide whether you want to take the risk in purchasing it. It's just something that I had to say. 18 days to get it. I will say eventually, and it might well have been because I suggested it in our Instagram story, the express shipping was eventually refunded, because I said at least they could do is refund the express shipping, seeing as that didn't come through and it was an extra expense. It eventually was refunded, £2.99, but you get the gist. Logistically, customer service wise, poor. Their response rate also leaves a lot to be desired from my experience in talking to a lot of people about this situation. The response rate seems to be like 50-50. That's the honest truth, how I see things. Of course, this is my opinion. You must now decide. Now, with all of that being said, I want to clear my own mind. I want to try and clear your mind a little bit. I'm going into now the review of the product as it should be. Fairly. I'm not going to take that negativity forth from here. Let's now move into the taste of this pre-workout being the first element. Okay, so first segment. Least important, but we're going to cover it anyway. It's important in this day and age. We get some tasty pre-workouts that also work really well in the gym. Now, I can see on the website it comes in two flavours. It comes in Fruit Punch, the old school classic that's been around since the start of times itself. And the one we've got, slightly different, under Graper, of course, grape flavour. Now, 1 scoop for 25 servings, 2 scoops, 1 scoop for 50, 2 scoops for 25. We go all in here, let's be real. In goes 1, in goes 2. So, got a very, very grape-like smell in the air, as to be expected, and there is also a strange smell to it as well. Something I just got on the back end. So, let's see. Let's see how juicy this grape is. Oh. Okay. Froth, little bit, not too much. Okay, let's do it. Not bad. Not bad. I will say I've used it several times. I really wanted to get a clarification on the effects of this one for this review. The froth is left at the bottom. You kind of need to get that down. It's a little bit bitter, and there's a strange, almost bitter, chemical, plasticky type taste, and it is minor. And for those factors combined, there's a sweet grape flavour there. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to be very fair. 7 out of 10 on the flavour scale. Let's move into the price point now. Okay, so of course now we move into the price of the product. Is it going to break the bank? Well, the answer is no. It's actually an affordable pre-workout. You head on over to the official site where of course you can see this product. They've got this type of new sort of TikTok-y new selling type where you can buy more products and get percentages off and free wraps, and it discounts the price and subscribe. I'm just going on the honest buy one tub, which I think 90% of, at least 90% of people will do. Therefore, £31.99 per the tub. Now, I'm going by, of course, what I think, again, another 90% of us are going to do, 2 scoop serving size, 25 servings a container, and we then meet that consistency factor here. We will always judge things by maximum serving size. We go all in, and I think you do too. Therefore, you do the math, you divide that £31.99 up by that 25 servings, and it comes in at £1.28 per go. Now, on our consistent pricing scale, we're a 5 out of 10 is the average price point for a serving against other pre-workouts across the entire world. A 7 out of 10. So it is actually a lot more affordable than an average pre-workout out there. So that's good, right? Okay, let's move into the label and see what we're getting for the money though. Okay, we are now into the label of this pre-workout. Licked, Get Reaper, Gym Reaper, the bencher bloke off social media. Big bencher, I'll give him that. I will give him that. Now, what is in his pre-workout? Does it look well formulated? Does he know what he's doing? Has he passed it over simply to a manufacturer and stuck his name on it? We will find out. And of course, I'm going to be going by the full serving size. 2 scoops, 20 grams in this flavour. Might be in both. And I've got to say straight away, I don't like, and it's not technically right, where it should be always biggest ingredient at the top and works down to the smallest. Here, we're all over the shop, as you'll see, of course, on the label shown on the screen. Caffeine anhydrous, 400, that's a respectable amount. No doubt, I'd say above average. If I'm being honest, thinking about the average pre-workout, 325, so we are above. Energy and stimulation. Citrulline, 8,500, that's a good dose, guys. Really good, actually. Citrulline, of course, nitric oxide production, blood flow, vascularity, pump. Beta-alanine, again, a good dose, 4 grams, and that's above the normal 3,200. So we're getting 4,000 here. Good. Beta-tingle, paresthesia, itchy feeling as the pre-workout starts to work in the body. Endurance-based benefits down the line when the body's fully saturated with it after with that dosage. Off the top of my head, 150 days, right? If you was using it every day. We got cofactor at 1,100 milligrams, random dosage nonetheless. Good. Choline, focus benefits. getting you in the zone in the gym. We got L-tyrosine at 2 grams, a good dose, amino acid, concentration, focus, mood elevation. L-theanine, a controversial one here to the knowledgeable pre-workout user at that dosage nonetheless. A lot of people like it to be not in the pre-workout at all, and I'll tell you why. Because it's associated with rest and sleep. Now in a pre-workout, it kind of dumbs down the excessive stimulants and gives a sort of focusy, smoothed out, anti-anxiety, anti-jitter type effect, and no crash at the end. That dosage at above the caffeine dosage, normally people like it about half the caffeine. So if it was in here at 200, I wouldn't be sweating as much. At 500, it might have the ability actually to take away that caffeine hit and leave you in low la land. It might not, but it might do. I've just got to say that some people really don't like L-theanine, and it really does put them to sleep. Not what you think when it concerns a pre-workout, right? Now, theobromine, 300 milligrams, a good dose, fat burner, energy, stimulation type effect, of course, mood elevation as well, we hope. We've got Dynamite, 200 milligrams, energy, stimulation, caffeine type ingredient, of course. Synactive, 100 milligrams for the recovery side, right? More after the training, adaptability ingredient, an adaptogen, as they would say. And a good dose here of estrogen, 100, that's double the normal amount. Not sure why it's actually so high, but we'll take it for the absorption of the ingredients. I've always said important, in a 30-minute window after necking the pre-workout, you want stuff to get going. What do I think? I mean, I don't like the fact the label's all over the place. I don't like the L-theanine dosage that high. But nonetheless, I like the beta-alanine and citrulline. To me, I'm honest as the day is long. If anything is true, then it looks a daily driver product. It doesn't look a strong product. Let's move into the effects now and we'll really be able to tell. Okay, let's be real. We're here. The main segment, the reason you probably are here. The effects of using this pre-workout in the gym. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction of this video, some controversial customer service related issues. Do watch that. I think it's important before the purchase of this product if you go down that destination route. Now, are you reading this because you double scooped? Now your head's exploding? Don't worry, mine does too. We packed this bad boy with 8.5 citrulline, 400 caffeine, and to top that off, added leaf extracts to increase the half-life of your stim. You're about to have a very wide session. Welcome to Licked. You'll be back. I know it. I'm not sure if the postage was a problem, but hey ho. 1 scoop for a daily, 2 scoops if you're hunting PRs and bending bars. Is there some truth to that when we compare it to everything on the market? Well, that's why we're here. That's why we are here. We forget the marketing, we tell you. Anyway, probably sprung on a bit too long there. What do I think of this? I'm going to keep this bit shorter and sweeter. Let's get into it. Beta-alanine, itchy tingles, nice, stronger than the average pre-workout. I'd give that at least an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed that. Sent a sense of urgency, a tone of, yeah, nice, I like this. It's coming in and then does a little wave of energy. Energy is productive, it's beneficial. It almost comes with a sense of well-being. I will say the L-theanine does taper down those effects, and this is person dependent. Some people really hate L-theanine, some don't mind it. I'm actually personally more towards the don't mind it. However, that being said, I think it doled it down a little too much. So the energy was, even at 2 scoops, very important, daily driver. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I did use it at 1 scoop as well. I don't think, unless you're brand new to pre-workouts, I don't think you're going down that route. If you've used pre-workouts before, in general, you've tried 4, 5, 6, 7 pre-workouts in the past, this would not be classed as a strong pre-workout, okay? It's not gonna, as it says on the back, blow your head exploding, No, there's none of that. That is the truth. Pumps are good on this one. They're not fantastic, but they were definitely respectable. Good citrulline dosage. No complaints there. For me, the best element was probably the focus. I stayed focused with a slight sense of mood elevation. I'm not surprised. It is actually more heavily weighted towards focus here than energy and pump. I'd say it's pretty well rounded. I liked using the pre-workout. It felt nice. I've got to be honest as well, in the UK, we've got these restrictions. I think they're pushing on those restrictions, you know. Obviously, they're not going above and beyond that. So what we're really getting here is a daily use pre-workout. I'm going to be safe in saying that it's not a memorable experience. I can't actually stand people on TikTok and all the rest of it that are saying this is this. I saw someone today write the comment, healthier to do a bump. Bro, shut up. Like, no, it's not that type of pre-workout by any stretch of the imagination. It's an energy drink with pump thrown on top and a bit of focus. Like I say, not a bad pre-workout. It's just, I think you get it. I would use it again in the future. It felt healthy overall. I did train hard on it. No euphoria, there's no negatives, no nausea, no sickness, no appetite suppression, there's no keeping you up all night, cold sweats and any of that. There's no negatives to this pre-workout, other than for some people, I imagine that L-theanine dosage would just put you to sleep. It would just do too much of the opposite of what pre-workout is designed for. I really do believe that. There you have it, guys. A non-memorable experience, but it was all right. A key word for me is all right. If that sounds right for you, do check it on out. Appreciate you watching at home. And of course, guys, as always, stay stimmed. Reaper.